What is up, flippers of the world? Today we are going to be reviewing one of my purchases, the Squid Industries knife. I don't have B-roll footage shots of it. I can guess I could shoot a B-roll for you guys. So we'll do B-roll shots. So you can stand the knife up like this. Let me just grab the camera here and turn it around so you guys can see what I mean. So if you got like a flat surface for it to sit on, set it up there on the flat surface. It looks kind of like this when you have it sitting there on the surface. It just looks like that. And then you can pick it up for your travel, flip it out, flip it up. You got a little face on it right there at the top. So if you're hearing that clacking, that is the knife itself. If you hear that clacking, it is the knife. Make that clack noise. It's like a noose of clackers, basically. But yeah, this knife, or this trainer's blade, because it's not a knife, it's a trainer's knife. You can see there's no blade, and what I like about Squid Industry knives is their engraving detail on. If you guys can see that, I don't know if this has got any good focus. If you guys can't really see that, it's because it's not focused on the camera. But yeah, you just flip this knife all around. It's a trainer's knife, so it doesn't really hurt you if you hit your hands. Didn't feel it. There's pros and cons of this knife. I'll give you knife pros and knife cons. Okay, so a knife pro of this knife is it doesn't hurt. You can mark off where your blade is if you know where the blade will be. I say the blade is about right on this side that I'm touching with, that I'm cutting on my hand. So this side's the blade. Not that it's internally important that side's the blade, but the blade will be on this side because this side has my handle. Now, the good thing about this is it stays together pretty well, unless you jiggle it too much. Don't jiggle it at all, really. But yeah, it goes closed. That little pinner, there's a pinner in the knife. You see the little black piece. That pinner is to keep tension on the handles, so that you can squeeze them together. They won't break. And they can break, but they won't break. What I like about the knife, the Knife Pro, is that this one's made out of acrylic and acrylic. And acrylic is a really cool piece because you can kind of see your hardware and everything on it. The pinner is supposed to keep the knife tensions on, because you got tension suspension to your knife, it won't close properly. If you don't really have a latch on this one doesn't really come with latches. Trainers only need latches because trainers aren't dangerous. But yeah. So I'm not teaching you tricks in this video because this is not a trick video, this is just a review video. So let's review the knife. First of all, you'll see the acrylic, which I've seen in the camera. And just kind of flipping it around, having a good time with a knife is a pretty cool pro that I think is important to mention. Also, just doing basic tricks like the index rollover, which is a basic. The fan, you can even do fans with this knife. Just, get your spin right and flip it all around. You could do flips like that. You could do it a Zen rollout, or the rollout really, a rollout, which is you just have a knife like this, flip it out, and that's an index rollover. But the rollout is different. It's basically a half rollover, but instead of the blade coming back up to close the knife, it's coming out to open it. So I'll do a more explained review on that a little later on. But yeah, this is what I kind of would suggest to you guys if you guys want to start practicing all these crazy tricks that you see me do. And if you want to know any of them, send me a question in the comments. Write in the comments. Hey, Ian, how do I exactly start an index rollover? How do I exactly start these tricks that you talk about on your YouTube channel? And I'll answer the questions the best I can. Index rollover kind of looks like that. And it gets you in a pin grip. It gets you a pin grip at the end. But basically, just try flipping the knife over your... Just basically try to get the knife up and roll it over your index finger. If you are scared about using this as a real knife, this is not a real knife by any means. Don't treat it as a real one. Treat it with respect, of course, like it would be a real one, but don't count it as a real knife because it's not really a real knife. And if you have any questions about other tricks that look harder to do, but that I've learned and showed, just ask me to explain it. And I might start shooting side videos with this. I actually might just record a vlog with this knife, just go on a vlog day and have the Squiddy C with me. The reason it's called Squiddy C is because it's the lightest out of the bunch of ones you can buy on Squid Industries. I like it because it's got a good flip ratio, and you can just use it whenever. Other reasons to not... They're cons. That's a good point. The cons of the knife, the penner is a con because it kind of makes this sound whenever you close it. And that can get annoying, depending on your tolerance around people. You have these two holes up here, which are kind of like eyes, I guess. If you kind of think this is a face, they kind of look like eyes. And a lot of people call it no face because no mouth. Well, not all faces have mouths, peoples. So yeah, but just think of the way you want to flip and practice with the trainer. If you go to a competition and you do a competition, just be respectful of your patrons and whoever. That's all for today. Keep on flipping. Stay alive. Stay wild. Keep flipping, but be wise. Flipmaster, knife, out.